All right, so on to the second side of our notes, talking about intervals that are increasing and decreasing. So these are the formal definitions, but down here the examples will make it more clear. So as the x increases, if the value of f of x, which is your y, is increasing, the function is said to be increasing. And then as your x, domain x, increases and the y decreases, the function is said to be decreasing. Okay, so these will also always happen at an interval of x, so we're always going to list x values, and we're always going to use parentheses for increasing and decreasing intervals, and we'll get to y in a few minutes. So here's our first question. Looking at Pierre the ant, he can only travel the graph from left to right. So we always read our graphs left to right, like that. All right, and the question is, when x is at -3, is he going up or down? So he's right here at the top of the hill. And the answer is, when he's at the top of the hill, he's done going up, and he hasn't started going down yet, so he is neither going up nor down. And this is the reason why at our turning points, like x equals -3, we always use parentheses to not include them, because those turning points are not up and they're not down. So we're always going to use parentheses for increasing and decreasing intervals. Okay, so you can see Pierre the ant, he's first going up, increasing, then he's going down, decreasing, and then he's going up again, increasing. So we have to name these intervals looking at your x values. So one thing that's going to help is if you connect all your turning points to the x-axis. So here I'm going to connect this turning point to the x-axis, this one, and also this one. And you want to name those numbers, -8, 0, and 8. And then on the left side, you have -infinity, and on the right side, you have +infinity. All right, so now you can see Pierre the ant starts over here. He's first increasing, decreasing, increasing, and decreasing. So he is increasing from -infinity to -8. Then he's decreasing from -8 to 0. Then he's increasing again, 0 to 8. And then he's decreasing from 8 to infinity. And then you'll usually see So you'll usually see when you have two intervals, a U in between them instead of a comma, like this. So what I want you to do is pause the video and try to do the increasing and decreasing intervals for this graph. You can start by connecting each turning point to the x-axis. Notice this one, even though they've marked it, it's not a turning point. Here is a turning point. So connect each one to the x-axis and give that a try. Pause your video. All right, so you should have answers like these. Your increasing intervals are -8 to 2, 0 to 2, and 5 to infinity. Your decreasing intervals are -infinity to -8, -2 to 0, and 2 to 5. And remember that we always use the parentheses because we're not including the endpoints because they neither increase nor decrease at their turning points.